Last week I ain't really have the time. This week I got time. Podcast. I'm your host, Rombone. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 212. And what's good, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. How the fuck's everybody doing out there? Y'all staying safe? Hope everybody's staying safe. All that good shit. We got a lot of shit to talk about this week. I got smoke for everybody. Let's fucking get it. Why do you do the things you do? Or why do you not do the things you do? Shit. Fuck. Goddamn. Let's get into some new music right off the fucking rip. Actually, first, I want to send a shout out. Scotty Matthews sending in a donation. Much fucking love. I appreciate you, homie. I appreciate it. Thank you again for the donation and all the support. Thank you to everybody else that's tuned in right now. Let's get into some new music. Donnie Menace. He dropped his new project, Chainsaws and Boomsticks, on Lyrical Snuff Productions. Donnie Menace fucking killed it with this project. Boom bap wicked shit at its finest. This is the shit I live for right now, like in this fucking day and age that we're in right now. The boom bap wicked shit. Man, I can't get enough of it. And Donnie Menace, he's been putting it down for years. Back when he used to be in Connecticut, I think he's out of Vegas now. But Donnie Menace with Chainsaws and Boomsticks features from Lex the Hexmaster, DJ Eclipse, J Reno, James Joyce the Squatch, Scum, DJ Chunk, Class smallz 1, Insane Poetry, Mr. Gray, and more. This shit is fire. I've listened to this album twice this weekend. Listened to it twice so far, and I liked it better the second time through than I did the first time. And the first time I listened to it, I was like, this shit is fire. This dude, if you're not familiar with Donnie Menace, not only has he been putting it down with music for a long ass time, but at one point he was a battle rapper. This dude got punchlines for fucking days on this album. 13 tracks, 47 minutes long. Not sure who did production on the album. I don't have, I don't know the credits or anything like that, but the production on this album is fucking fire. Lex the Hexmaster. Every time I hear Lex the Hexmaster on some boom bap shit, I just want Lex on some boom bap shit. And I know we've heard Theatrical before. This is a remix. This shit is fucking fire. Other standout tracks, the single Who Slashed You was fucking fire. The Brood with Nightbreed, James Joyce, and White Cheddar. That shit is a fire song. I really like Devil in Me with Class and smallz 1, but every track on this EP is fire. Donnie Menace, production-wise, lyrics-wise, punchlines, all that shit. Boom bap wicked shit. If you love the boom bap sound, if you loved the best thing I could compare it to sound-wise would probably be The Almighty, because that was on some boom bap wicked shit. I know there's other dudes doing it in the other underground too, but goddamn, Donnie Menace fucking killed it on this album. My favorite album that dropped this week, if you haven't heard it yet, go peep the shit, because you're fucking sleeping. The shit is fire. Donnie Menace killed it. LSP been having a fire fucking year this year, man. Putting out mad music. So much music. And I love it. I love to see it, man. LSP been putting it down for 20 years, right? At this point, some shit like that. Close to it. If not already 20. But yeah, man. Having a great fucking year. LSP. Speaking of LSP, Devereaux. He's on LSP along with Darby O'Trill. But we knew Devereaux was putting out a project with DJ Chunk exclusive to The Gathering. Well, guess what? That motherfucker has hit Spotify and Apple Music. Devereaux and DJ Chunk's Another Day in Hell. The EP, 6 songs, features from Shaggy the Airhead, Damian Quinn, Darby O'Trill, Ouija Mac, Afro, and more. This EP is dope. Short listen, 6 tracks, 16 minutes. But it's an EP. But it's fucking fire. Devereaux, y'all know Devereaux just stays killing it. Production-wise, DJ Chunk on the fucking cuts. This dude's nasty on the 1s and 2s. And this EP is super dope. 2 tracks I want to talk about on here that are my 2 favorite tracks right off rip. First one will be Life in Prison with Darby O'Trill and Ouija Mac. That shit is fire. We got the Life in Prison motherfucker sample from Never Had It Made off Carnival of Carnage. On the hook on this track, DJ Chunk chopping it up. Darby and Ouija fucking killing it on this song. I love Life in Prison. Such a dope-ass track. But the number one standout track for me on this project, I was just talking about the boom bap wicked shit from Donnie Menace. Well, lo and behold, Devereaux reached in his fucking bag and pulled out some boom bap wicked shit with Curse featuring Afro. Afro, y'all know, affiliated with R.A. the Rugged Man. This dude went into his Griselda wicked shit bag and pulled out a fire-ass boom bap beat on this Curse song featuring Afro. When I saw Afro originally being advertised as being on this album, I was like, I don't know. I thought Afro was a more traditional hip-hop artist, you know? How is he going to sound over some Devereaux shit? You know, Devereaux mostly known or just strictly known at this point, just with that trap shit, the wicked, you know, the dark trap wicked shit. But goddamn, this dude pulled out a fucking banger of a boom bap beat on Curse, and this shit is fire. I love hearing Devereaux play with different sounds. I've been saying that for the last couple releases. Stalewind, which gets daily rotations. I know it's only been a couple weeks, but goddamn, I fucking love that album. The sounds he's playing with on that album, amazing. The sounds he was playing with on Fallen Angelic, like this dude just keeps improving, expanding, and getting better. Another Day in Hell from Devereaux and DJ Chunk is fucking fire. If you haven't checked it out, or if you didn't know, it's not, I haven't seen it being advertised as being on Apple Music and Spotify, but it is. I found that shit. I was curious, went and looked for it. If you want to look for it, I would suggest just typing in artist-wise, Devereaux DJ Chunk, and it should pop up. It didn't pop up when I typed in just Devereaux, but if you type in Devereaux DJ Chunk, it should pop up. And it's a dope-ass EP from Dev and Chunk. They fucking killed that shit, man. And speaking of DJ Chunk, he dropped another project at The Gathering with Shaggy the Airhead, Moonlight Monster House. I believe Shaggy the Airhead did all this, the instrumental album, I think. I've only checked out a couple tracks on here, but I think it's just an instrumental album with DJ Chunk on the 1s and 2s. This one was released at The Gathering as well, but it is now up on Apple Music, Spotify, all that shit as well. So the Moonlight Monster House is available up on all DSPs and all that good shit, man. Chapter 17, staying fucking busy in the motherfucking high. And then we got new Ramirez of Gray 59 Records, Suicide Boys label. He dropped his newest single, Return of the Corpse. This shit is fire. I've been waiting for new Ramirez. It's been what, 2 years since he dropped the Player's Manual, right? And that was a fucking fire album, EP, whatever you want to call it. That shit was fire. West Coast influence. I love that fucking project. but he's back with Return of the Corpse. I think he's got like a Boys in the Hood sample on here that's fucking fire. I hope I'm not confusing my fucking Hood movies with the samples that he used on here, but god damn. Ramirez. Ramirez is so goddamn dope. Slept on, all that good shit or bad shit, depending on how you look at it. But goddamn, he killed it with Return of the Corpse. Just a banging ass fucking track. And then we got new Young Wicked. I mean, James Garcia. Come on, son. James Garcia's back with his new single, Goodbye. And this is the James Garcia / Young Wicked that I wanted to hear. You're not going to find this if you look up Young Wicked. I tried typing in Young Wicked because I thought James Garcia was going to be a bitch, because it was a bitch last time I looked when his project dropped, because there's a million motherfuckers named James Garcia out there that's putting out music. But I digress. If you do search James Garcia, it should be fairly easy. I found it pretty easily up on Apple Music. And this is the shit I've been wanting from James Garcia, Young Wicked. Is that emo shit, man. Is that emotional crybaby shit. I love it. I love emotional shit. I love crying. I love all that good shit, man. This shit is fucking fire. I know you probably think I'm bullshitting and lying, all that bullshit, because I'm saying all this dumb shit, but this track is fire. This shit is dope. James Garcia killed it. Produced by Scatterbrains. I fucks with it. I hope this is the direction that we're going with future James Garcia shit, and not that activated shit that he put out last year or earlier this year or whenever the fuck it was. I don't even know. Because that shit was not it. Other than Satellite, other than that one fucking song on that EP, that shit was not it at all. So hopefully that's the direction James Garcia goes in going forward. The artist formerly known as Young Wicked. And it would be nice if he switched his logo up too. Get rid of that Metallica bite. Shit looks not good. Right? Right. And then we got new Bailz. Armed Robbery Entertainment's own Bailz dropped a new single called Nationwide. It's a dope track. I love this dude's voice. This dude got one of the grimiest fucking voices, going back to the first Let Him Bleed tape when he was on that shit with a couple tracks with Jamie Madrox. I had no idea who Bailz was, and he's been putting it down since. This shit's fire, man. Bailz, Nationwide. And of course, you can get all those new songs up on the Weekly Bumps playlist, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. I update it every fucking week. If you don't already know, we finally hit 100 followers on Spotify. Thank y'all for following on Spotify. And yeah, go peep the playlist, man. Everything I talk about on the show is up on the motherfucking playlist, man. That's where it's at. Up on the motherfucking playlist. Now let's get into the shit, shall we? We talked about the new music. We know what we like. That new Donnie Menace is fire. That new Devereaux and DJ Chunk is fire. But let's get into the fucking meat of the fucking show. Last week, Twiztid put up the pre-orders for their next installment of the Songs of Samhain series. This is Songs of Samhain Volume 3. Cult of Night. Whole bunch of pre-order packages available. Cassettes, jerseys, fucking hats, hoodies, all that good shit. We got a bunch of features on here, featuring a lot of M&E artists and people outside of M&E. Well, let's dive into it real quick. The track list looking like 13 tracks. It'll be released September 30th this year. You can pre-order it, like I said. Songs of Samhain, Volume 3. Cult of Night, or is it Night? Cult of Night. But we got Twiztid on here. Oh, the Horror. Twiztid and Oh, the Horror got a couple tracks on here. We got 2 new Venomous 5 songs on here. Let's get into it early. Is this just going to be some more leftover bullshit that we got like last year on Songs of Samhain 2? Where one of them was just a couple half verses from Monoxide and Madrox, and then a chorus from Lee Carver. We're just going to get some half to finish fucking half-assed Venomous 5. I'm not looking forward to it. Expectations are fucking low, man. You know, that Venomous 5 project. Like I said, at this point, I don't even care. Don't even fucking care. Don't know what the fuck the holdup is on it. But don't really care, man. I'd like to just see them vote, you know. The thing with Twiztid is, right? And then we got a triple threat song on here as well. There's a new triple threat song on here as well. The thing with Twiztid is Twiztid don't give a fuck about anything but Twiztid. What do I mean by that? Look at the triple threat project that came out. That shit sounded like some rushed weekend job. Wasn't that impressive? Not to me, at least. Then they've been putting out these Songs of Samhain projects. I know the first 2 volumes have been pretty popular. Seen a lot of good feedback for them. But for me, weekend turnaround projects. Half-assed, rushed shit. East Side Ninjas. Another half-assed, rushed project. If it ain't Twiztid, they're not spending the time to really give it that love and attention. Triple threat, no. Songs of Samhain series, for me so far, no. East Side Ninjas, no. I'm trying to think of other projects that they have put out. But those are like just main group projects, right? We know that Twiztid has finished their parts for Venomous 5. Zool said that on their stream numerous times. It's been a while. I don't know when the last time we got a fucking update was. And then we were waiting for Zool to finish up Venomous 5. It seemed like Twiztid was just trying to rush that shit out and Axe was trying to take their time with it, but it just ain't gonna fucking happen. And if it's gonna be, and I think that's why it hasn't come out, and I'm glad that it hasn't come out because of that. I don't want no more half-ass bullshit side group projects, man. Like, what's the fucking point? People can notice. People could tell when shit's rushed. When just shit ain't that good, you know? So, Venomous 5, fingers crossed we don't get no bullshit off, you know, some leftover songs that are half finished on this Songs of Samhain. We got 2 new House of Crazies tracks. This is the only dope part so far of the Songs of Samhain series is the new HOK shit. I'll take HOK over Venomous 5 any fucking day, all day, every day. 365, motherfucker. But I like that we're getting new HOK via these Songs of Samhain series and random singles that they put out. I think over the last few years, we could damn near put together a full-length HOK album at this point. And then we got another track on here with Twiztid featuring Cody Manson, Insane, Buckshot, and AMB. Another song on here with Twiztid Blaze and Boondocks. A couple of Twiztid tracks that they're just doing on their own. But, you know, it's dope to see Cody Manson on here. Buckshot, Insane, you know, M&E affiliates. I never really consider, I don't know, Cody Manson, like, the fuck does that dude do? I don't even know. I know Insane does a lot of the graphics for Twiztid and Magic Ninja and all that shit. And Buckshot, of course, heavily affiliated with Magic Ninja. I mean, shit, he co-executive produced that fucking Year of the Sword album. Not Year of the Sword, the Attack of the Ninjas, that project. Can't remember the fucking name of it. Maybe it was just Attack of the Ninjas. I don't know. I don't remember. But it was a fire-ass fucking project. And I'm sick of the half-ass bullshit, man. I told y'all. We here today. We fucking live. But yeah. New Songs of Samhain Volume 3. Fingers crossed it's good. We'll see. But then Twiztid also announced last week, you know, Halloween season is right around the motherfucking corner. Speaking of Attack of the Ninjas, talking about the project that Buckshot did. Attack of the Ninjas is going down this year, October 30th at St. Andrews Hall in Detroit. Twiztid, Boondocks, Blaze, ABK, James Garcia, Zool, Lex, ROC, Red, Oh the Horror, in the motherfucking house for Attack of the Ninjas. Tickets are available now. And it's going the fuck down. Hallows Eve in Detroit, Devil's Night, right? Devil's Night is the 30th. Going the fuck down in Detroit. Damn near, it's like this is what Fright Fest has become, is Attack of the Ninjas. Can't complain about it. That's a dope ass fucking show, man. The one thing about Magic Ninja Entertainment, they got a dope ass fucking lineup, and dope ass lineup of rosters, I meant to say. Twiztid, Blaze, Boondocks, James Garcia, Zool, Lex, ROC. Fuck, man. ABK. I know ABK is not M&E, but he should be. Maybe it'll motivate him to put out some fucking music. But yeah, Attack of the Ninjas, Fright Fest, going down, Devil's Night, Detroit. And not to be outdone, just a couple days after Fright Fest Attack of the Ninjas was announced, ICP came out and announced the Bloody Sunday show going down, Devil's Night, in Detroit at City Club. This is being advertised as ICP playing their most evil and wicked songs that they have ever created. People are asking, well, what about Hallowicked? Well, Hallowicked's on Halloween, motherfucker. You gotta wait for that announcement. This is on Devil's Night. The same fucking night as Fright Fest. Now, I don't ever remember there being a time where ICP doing Devil's Night shows the same time as Twiztid up until these last couple years. You know, the pettiness. You got to let that pettiness run wild. Tickets for Bloody Sunday, I'm going to look it up. But I believe they are $100. I did look it up last week just to confirm. And tickets are $99.90 for the Bloody Sunday show. You know, it's a good thing they don't be trying to fucking take all our money. You know what I mean? $100 fucking dollars. So the $100 shows are back. Which one are you going to? Fright Fest or Bloody Sunday? Which one are you going to choose? Here we are putting the fucking fans in the middle again. The juggalos, the ninjas, all that shit. Whatever the fuck. I hate this shit, man. Just have Hallowicked. Let Twiztid have their fucking night on their own. Can't we just let them fucking do something without fucking stepping in? There was a meme going around last week. It was like Violent J sitting at a desk, and it was like, it said, all right, what's Twiztid doing for Hallows Eve? When, you know, where is it or some shit? It was a funny ass meme. I reposted it up on my Instagram stories. It was fucking funny, man. I'd just like to see. I don't even know what the fuck I'd like to see at this point. I just like to fucking not that I'm going to either of these shows. I will not be in Detroit for Halloween. Y'all know how I do. I don't go anywhere. I don't travel. I don't do any of that shit. But yeah. For the people who are going, who saw Fright Fest be announced, what if you already bought a ticket for Fright Fest and then ICP announced this shit and you just happen to like ICP a little bit more? Do you eat that fucking purchase on the Fright Fest ticket and say fuck it and spend the $100 and go fucking to the Black Sunday show? But then you know you're going to turn around and pay another $100 for Hallowicked? Like, what the fuck we doing, man? What the fuck are we really doing? I guess they're giving away a CD single at the Black Sunday show. It says, come dressed in all black for a very special gift. Free gifts strictly enforced. Okay, so it doesn't say what it is. I got to assume it's a CD just because that's kind of tradition, right? It's a Hallowicked tradition, but, you know, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what the free gift is. But if I had to put money on it, it would be a free CD. But what the fuck are we doing, man? What the fuck are we really doing? When's this pettiness gonna fucking end, right? I guess never. I guess the fucking hatred is so goddamn deep that we just gonna let that shit go and run for fucking eternity at this point, man. I hate it, but you know, and it's unfucking fortunate. Straight the fuck up. Last week I did the review of Mighty Death Pop with Joker's Gallery. It wasn't a traditional Beneath the Dirt podcast episode. Kind of put that one out for the 15-year or the 10-year anniversary. Sorry. And didn't get a chance to talk about this. We talked about Pug Ugly a couple weeks back. It was released at the Gathering. People were speculating that it sounded like it was produced by Mike E. Clark. I had somebody hit me up telling me that it was, in fact, produced by Mike E. Clark. At least the first 5 songs were produced by Mike E. Clark. And lo and behold, Mike E. Clark confirmed it on Instagram that he did produce songs 1 through 5 on Pug Ugly. I did listen to Pug Ugly. In the last couple weeks, I did listen to Pug Ugly. I listened to it once. One time. Like I said, Stalewind has been just on repeat. Just fucking repeat for the last 2 weeks. I probably listened to it fucking at least 20 times at this point. But yeah, Mikey Clark confirmed he produced the first 5 songs of Pug Ugly. I got to admit, I listened to it before he confirmed that he was doing it because I just wanted to see if I could tell it was produced by Mikey Clark. I could kind of hear it on the song Abracadabra. I didn't see anybody say this, but does Abracadabra fucking sound like some Carnival of Carnage shit? Like straight the fuck up, like the beat anyway? Maybe not like the flow or anything like that, but the beat, the music, sounded like some Carnival of Carnage shit, man. At least that's what I thought when I heard it. But I wasn't hating or not liking what I was hearing with Pug Ugly. I just got to go back and listen to it again. Like I wasn't like, you know how sometimes you listen to some shit and it's just so bad it fucking pisses you off. You're like, what the fuck is this, man? From a group that you love. I wasn't getting those vibes when I listened to Pug. It sounded like it was a dope follow-up to Wicked Vic. I thought Wicked Vic was fire, man. After fucking Lure and Bedlam, Wicked Vic came out, the first seed, and that shit was fire. Pug Ugly is out now. Woe the Weeping Weirdo should be coming out at Hallowicked this year. They got just a couple months to get that EP done. We'll see if that comes to fruition. But Mikey Clark back, confirming that he's working with ICP. Very dope shit, man. Love to hear that shit. Can't hate on that. Can't talk shit on that. Love when ICP and Mikey Clark are working together without a fucking doubt. Speaking of Mikey Clark is supposed to have been working with Alla Zulilou on their next full-length album. But Alla Zulilou is too busy putting out remix albums. I know we've been talking about this for a while. The Reanimator remix is available now for purchase through Zool's web store. You could buy the hard copy. It won't be available digitally. This is hard copy exclusive. It is available now. There's also a t-shirt for you to get if you want. From what I understand or what Billy Obey said, this is remixes from The Almighty and Mausoleum, remixed by Billy Obey. You know, I'm curious to hear, his interpretations on some of these songs that Zool has put out. You know, The Almighty just being a fire fucking album. But yeah, Alla Zulilou busy putting out remix albums instead of putting out albums with Mikey Clark. From what I heard, the album with Mikey Clark and Alla Zulilou is on hold. It's on fucking hold. I think 8 or 9 songs I heard were recorded for the album, but it's on hold. I've heard from both sides. I heard it's on hold because of Mikey Clark, and I've heard it's on hold because of Zool. I don't know. It's kind of believable that it's on hold because of Mikey Clark because he's back working with ICP. But it's also believable that it's on hold because of Zool because they just don't put out music like that, really. And they put out this remix album instead of working on the shit with Mikey Clark, man. Again, what the fuck are we doing? Instead of giving the fans what we really want, like I said, I'll take a remix album just to hear it, but it's remixes, man. I want the Mikey Clark album. I don't want Necronomicon 2. I don't want a remix album. I want the album of Mikey Clark. Me. I. It's all about me and what I say. And I'm kidding when I say that, but what the fuck are we doing, man? Seriously. What is up with the album with Mikey Clark and Alla Zululu? From what I heard, it's just, like I said, it's on hold. I'm hearing because of both sides. And because of that, it makes me believe even more that it is on hold. Because it's, from what I've heard, coming from both sides of why, or the reasoning why it's on hold. And it's unfortunate, man. But at least Mikey Clark working with ICP again. And they be putting out music, and they should be putting out another EP at Holla Wicked. When's Zool gonna drop some new shit, man? When did Alla Zululu drop Necronomicon? Was that last year? I think it was. Looking it up now. Yeah, 2021. It was last year. You know, we're in this day and age where music just needs to fucking drop now. ASAP. Single, something. Give us fucking something. Same with Young Wicked. I'm thinking about Young Wicked. This motherfucker, man. Sick of this shit, dog. Sick of it. It's hot as fuck this weekend. Sweating my motherfucking ass off, too. Shit. But we here. We live in a motherfucking effect. Keep it going. Low Key. Dropping a new single this Friday. Along with Batty Bat. She's dropping a new single as well. I have to pull up the information on this because this shit is kind of convoluted and kind of confusing. You know? That's how we do it here in the underground. Keep it convoluted and confusing. But Low Key announced his new project. This wasn't announced this past week. It was announced the week before. But his new album, Portraits of Horror, is coming. Produced entirely by Seven. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that he's working with Seven now. He got that connect. Now he's taking advantage of it. He just put out that Neon Sermon project produced by Seven. Now we're getting a new solo Low Key album produced by Seven called Portraits of Horror, like I said. He's going to drop a single every 3 weeks until the entire album is out, when the full project will drop on deluxe CD and vinyl with a full booklet of all the artwork and all that good shit. Plus, Batty Bat will be dropping singles at the same time with Low Key. The first single set to drop this Friday. The very first single called Burn the Witch and All That Awaits You from Low Key and Batty Bat, respectively, will be dropping this Friday. He's got some shit where you could join him in some VR world, get exclusive news, hear exclusive music before it's released to the public. And you can find that shit out going to his social media pages. But new Low Key, produced by Seven, is the fucking album we fucking needed that we might not have known we needed. When Cabal dropped, Low Key did say that more wicked shit was on the way and incoming. And like I said before, it's been known that Low Key works slow, but methodically, plans his shit out, executes it very well. And I'm really excited to hear this shit, man. I'm excited to hear the Batty Bat shit. That last single that she put out was fire. She was on some singing shit instead of that screaming style. And from what Low Key's saying, that her new project is a complete 180 of her last project. And if you like that last single when she was doing the singing shit, you'll like her new shit. So I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. But new low key, he's dropping a new single starting every Friday, or starting this Friday, and then every 3 weeks after that until the album is fully out there. He's going to release the entire album before it's released and then have the single. The only problem I have with that is it's kind of the same shit that Strange Music did when they were releasing the EPs. For the artist, you'd get like 75% of the album before it was released. Like I remember when Nina dropped, I think he dropped 3 EPs to Nina, then the album. I think I listened to one of them just to hear what the sound was and the direction. I love that album, but I don't know. I get it. We're in a new digital age and music just needs to be released more often. Like I said, low key works slow. So maybe this is his way of steady pumping out music to the digital outlets while keeping it to the core of the, people like me who like a full-length project. Like I just like full-length projects. Singles, a lot of the time, even if they're dope, they just get lost in the sauce, man. So much other shit comes out. For me personally, singles just get lost. There's been some dope-ass singles that came out this year that I listen to them the week they come out a few times, and that's it. I don't have a playlist. I'd rather listen to an album. I don't like bouncing around, listening to fucking Low Key, then Twiztid, then Bailz, and then going into fucking Ill Bill, bouncing around from artist to artist. You know what I mean? I'm just naming off people I fucks with. But new Low Key dropping this Friday, and then every 3 weeks after that until the full album drops. Project Born. Lights Out 5 went down this past weekend, last Friday. Lights Out 5 went down, looked dope. I saw some live footage. Fago Lovers was in the fucking house. And it looked dope, and it was announced that Project Born is the newest artist to Monstar Entertainment. Monstar Entertainment, Light, Straight Jacket, Schizo, now Project Born. Rest in peace, Half Pint. But yeah, Project Born now on Monstar. You know what? If the two main groups don't want to unite and hold the underground together, everybody else is going to fucking do it, man. Everybody else is doing a great fucking job at bringing the underground together. Shout out to Light for signing Project Born. That's a dope signing. Not surprising. I did see Dayton Family perform at Lights Out, bootleg and shoestring. Somebody had said that it would only be bootleg or shoestring, one of the two. Turns out both were there. That's why we don't speculate all the time, because we don't know what's true and what's not. But I remember somebody saying that shit a while back. But Project Born, now on Monstar Entertainment. Dope to see. And it looked like Lights Out 5 was a dope show. Looked like there was a good turnout for it as well. Looked like there was a bunch of people there. I like to see that shit, man. I really do. And then we got, let's see what else we got. Darby O'Trill. He dropped the track list for his next project. The Tomb, dropping on Halloween. Produced by Devereaux. Features on here with shaggytheairhead, Strife, Damian Quinn, Killator, Scotty Two Balls of Carnival Spirits. Fucking fire. Some of these song tracks or song names are fucking wild. Orange Bloodstains on the Floor of My Kitchen is the name of a song. Another song is called Vampiro Wrestle with ICP and the Misfits, and that's hella fresh. Shit. They sell holy water on late night TV. So Darby O'Trill dropping his new album, 10 tracks. Bonus track if you buy the hard copy on Halloween. I hope it doesn't get lost in the sauce of all the Halloween releases. This is horrorcore. This is the wicked shit. And people fucking live to release shit on Halloween. So I hope this doesn't get Lost in the Sauce on Halloween. Gully was a dope project that Darby O'Trill put out. That last song that he put out a couple weeks back, the barista at the coffee joint never gets my name right, was dope. That shit was bumping. And I'm looking forward to it, man. Especially produced by Devereaux. I mean, come on, man. At this point, I listen to a bitch fart on a microphone. If it's produced by Devereaux, fuck it. I'll listen to it. Because those beats going to be banging. Right up. And when I'm talking about a bitch, I ain't talking about a girl. I'm talking about a bitch. Bitch ass bitch. 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 Big Hoodoo. He dropped his Ear Drug Music compilation, Open Your Mind and See, at the Gathering. Hard copies are available. It's not up on streaming from what I've seen yet. No word if it will be available on streaming at any point, but this is his record label, a compilation from his record label. And you can get hard copies now, so I wanted to talk about that real quick. And then a couple songs that were released the week before that we didn't get to talk about last week because I did the Mighty Death Pop review. Jay Reno dropped a new single. Y'all know Jay Reno dropped that single with McNasty about a fucking month and a half ago. It was a fucking dope ass track. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I'm looking it up right now. Wrong One, McNasty, Jay Reno, banger of a song. And then he's coming right fucking back with a new banger called Say It Loud. This shit is fire. Boom bap wicked shit. We're talking about it a few times on this episode. Jay Reno is one of those guys that's holding it down for the boom bap wicked shit. This track right here is some mosh pit shit, some chanting, live show chanting type shit. He absolutely killed it on Say It Loud, produced by himself. Fucking fire. Check out Jay Reno, Say It Loud. And then as soon as you're done with that, go check out Jay Reno's Wrong One featuring McNasty, which is one of my favorite songs I've heard this year. Buckshot released the Operation Delirium Deluxe Edition EP, like just the bonus tracks up to social media. So you get the one new Mr. Gray solo track, and then you got the new Berzerkers songs with Boondocks, Kung Fu Vampire, and then the new Cabal single with Jamie Madrox, which is a fire fucking song. That is up on streaming now, so go peep that shit if you haven't already. Scum and smallz 1, their new project, Blame Us, is up on streaming. This version is different than the one that was sold at the Gathering. The one that was sold at the Gathering is a different mix. I don't know if there's different songs, different artwork for the album as well. This one actually has some red on it, whereas the other one was just straight black and white. And this one, as said by Scum, has a cleaner, better mix than the one that was sold on the CD at the Gathering. So that is available up on streaming now as well. Intrinsic, his single Proantoagonist. I think I said protagonist the last time I talked about this. And when I talked about his album, it's Proantoagonist. My dyslexia gets the best of me sometimes. But we talked about this single before. Dope single, metal as fuck from Intrinsic. That is now available on all DSPs, whereas before it was up on only YouTube. And we got some motherfucking birthdays this week. Oh shit, it's your birthday. Oh yeah, it is. Or at least it was this past week. We got some birthdays. Happy 15th birthday to Insane Clown Posse's Eye of the Storm. It's been 15 years since they put out this EP full of leftovers from The Tempest. Some people love the EP, some people don't. I've seen both go back and forth over the years over the Eye of the Storm. Fun fact. Fun little fact about Eye of the Storm. I've never listened to it. I've heard people say The Madness is the shit. I've heard people say High Rise is the shit. Scatterbrain. I don't know. I've never listened to it, but I might have to go back and revisit this album because of my newfound love for The Tempest. Like, this year was the year that I really got into The Tempest, played the fuck out of it. So I might have to revisit this Eye of the Storm. Happy birthday to that EP. Glacier Dare Homie. Happy 15th birthday to Clockwork Gray, which is his 15th birthday today. I'm recording Sunday, August 21st, 2022. But August 21st, 2007, Clockwork Gray came out. Arguably Bailz's best album. Arguably. I've seen some people say that it is his best album. I could, depending on my mood, I could flip back between Clockwork Gray, and One Less G in the Hood. This album, and I still stand by this, I've said it plenty of times before, Clockwork Gray has the best production of any album on Psychopathic Records ever. Production-wise, this album is fucking banging. Banging. There's only one song I don't fuck with on here. But what I want to know is, do y'all want to hear me do a review, a full review of Bailz's Clockwork Gray? I've already got an overwhelming response on social media pages, but I want to know what the YouTube audience thinks. Because I'm thinking about getting it happen, getting a special guest on here, talking about Clockwork Gray, 15 years of this album. I'm not going to talk about it because I'm going to save it for the review. Spoiler alert. Happy birthday to Clockwork Gray. Last week, Cottonmouth Kings Mile High celebrated its 10-year anniversary. Mile High, by the time Mile High came out, I was just not really feeling what Cottonmouth Kings was doing. I still bought the album the day that it dropped. I got the deluxe edition, which came with the Royal Family EP, which Saint Dog was on every song. They were advertising the next full-length Cottonmouth Kings album would have all the original Kings, D-Loc, Saint Dog, Johnny Richter, along with Daddy X, Dirtball, and I think Bobby B and Lou Dog were the only other two left in the group at that point. But right after Mile High came out, that's when Suburban Noise just fucking took a hard nosedive, crashed and burned like a motherfucker. But happy birthday to Mile High. And then happy 30th birthday to Insane Poetry's Grim Reality. Grim Reality celebrating its 30th birthday. Back when Insane Poetry was 3 people in the group. Like I said, man, Insane Poetry, Psycho, been holding it down and doing this shit for fucking a long ass fucking time, 30 years for Grim Reality. And yeah, man, that's gonna wrap it up this week. I appreciate everybody that's tuned the fuck in. Thank you. I love y'all. Much love. I'm Robono, the Beneath the Dirt podcast, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.